Are you a senior homeowner feeling the pressure of climbing property tax bills year after year? A surprising number of retirees are overpaying simply because they have never been told about the relief programs created specifically for older homeowners. In this video, we're going to walk you through 8 completely legal strategies that seniors may be able to use to reduce, freeze, or even eliminate a portion of what they owe in property taxes. After a lifetime of putting in the work, retirement is supposed to bring peace of mind, not sleepless nights spent wondering whether you can continue affording the roof over your head. Property tax bills can climb fast, particularly when home values surge upward. But across many states, there are specialised programs built to deliver real financial relief to qualifying seniors. Before you write another check for thousands of dollars this year, take a moment to make sure you are aware of the options that may already be available to you. Number 1. Senior property tax exemptions. The very first benefit every senior homeowner should look into is a senior property tax exemption. In many jurisdictions, homeowners who have reached a qualifying age may be eligible for a meaningful reduction in the taxable value assigned to their home. These programs do not typically activate on their own. A large number of seniors meet every qualification but never see a single dollar in savings simply because they never submitted an application. The specific eligibility criteria will vary depending on where you live and may take into account factors such as your age, how long you have owned the property, your annual income, and whether the home serves as your primary residence. If you have crossed the age of 65, pick up the phone or stop by your local tax assessor's office and ask whether a senior exemption is offered in your area. Number 2. Homestead exemption. A homestead exemption works by reducing the portion of your home's total assessed value that is actually used when calculating what you owe in property taxes. This particular benefit is typically reserved for your primary home, the one where you spend the majority of your time throughout the year. Certain states go a step further by offering enhanced benefits for seniors, homeowners living with a disability, or other groups that meet specific qualifying criteria. What is especially frustrating is that many homeowners who would qualify for this exemption never receive it purely because they never took the time to complete and submit the required paperwork. Number 3. Property tax freeze programs. Certain states and individual counties have put property tax freeze programs in place specifically for seniors who meet the eligibility requirements. A freeze does not necessarily bring your tax bill all the way down to zero, but what it can do is shield you from further increases that would otherwise result from rising property values in your neighbourhood. These programs were created with one primary goal in mind: helping older Americans who live on fixed incomes remain in the homes they have worked hard to own. To qualify, you will typically need to meet standards related to your age, your total household income, and whether the home is your primary place of residence. Number 4. Property tax deferral programs. There are also programs available that allow certain qualifying seniors to postpone paying their property taxes rather than coming up with the full amount each year. Rather than making that payment annually, eligible homeowners may be able to push it off until a future milestone occurs, such as the point at which the home is sold or ownership is transferred to someone else. For retirees who own a home of considerable value but bring in a limited amount of income each month, a deferral program can create meaningful breathing room in a tight budget. Number 5. Income-based property tax relief. Another category of assistance is tied directly to how much income you bring in each year. If your retirement income falls below certain thresholds, you may be able to access additional savings in the form of tax credits, reductions applied to your bill, or other financial relief options. These programs carry particular importance for seniors who are already feeling squeezed by the rising cost of everyday living. It is worth keeping in mind that the rules governing these programs differ from one state to the next, which is why it is so important to look into what is specifically available where you live. Number 6. Disability and veteran property tax benefits. Some seniors may find themselves eligible for additional property tax relief based on a documented disability or their history of military service. Programs designed for homeowners with disabilities and for veterans can deliver substantial reductions in property tax obligations, with the exact amount depending on local laws and individual eligibility. In certain areas, veterans with qualifying disabilities may be entitled to exceptionally large exemptions that dramatically lower or even eliminate their tax burden. If you served in the military at any point, or if your spouse did, it is absolutely worth taking the time to find out what benefits may be within reach for your household. Number 7. Challenge an incorrect property assessment. A considerable number of homeowners are paying more in property taxes than they should be simply because the assessed value placed on their home does not accurately reflect reality. If your home has been assigned a taxable value that appears inflated when compared with similar properties in your neighbourhood, you may have a legal right to formally appeal that assessment and request a correction. Make it a habit to carefully read through your property tax notice each and every year. A successful appeal has the potential to bring your annual tax bill down by a meaningful amount, and it is a process that many people overlook entirely. Number 8. Apply before the deadline. One of the most costly errors senior homeowners make is simply waiting too long to act. The majority of property tax relief programs require you to submit a formal application before a hard deadline. If you miss that cut-off date, you could be looking at an entire additional year of paying your full bill before the benefit finally kicks in for you. Pull your documents together, take the time to verify that you meet the eligibility requirements, and reach out to your local tax office well ahead of any deadline. An important reminder: there is no single federal rule that automatically allows every senior in the country to stop paying property taxes altogether. The laws and programs governing property taxes differ significantly from state to state, county to county, and even city to city. Some seniors may find themselves eligible for major reductions that dramatically change what they owe, while others may only qualify for more modest savings depending on the specifics of their individual circumstances. The most powerful thing you can do is educate yourself on what programs are actually out there, and then take the steps to apply for every benefit you are legally entitled to receive. If you are a senior who owns your home, do not simply accept that rising property tax bills are something you have to live with before you have thoroughly explored all of your options. There may be meaningful savings sitting unclaimed that could make a real difference in protecting the retirement income you have worked so hard to build. Go ahead and hit the like button on this video, subscribe to the channel so you never miss another money-saving tip designed for seniors. And please take a moment to pass this information along to any friends or family members who might benefit from knowing about these programs. Aleka. Disclaimer: the content presented in this video is intended for general educational purposes only and does not constitute legal, tax, or financial advice of any kind. Property tax regulations and available programs vary significantly depending on your location. Always confirm the details of any program with your local tax authority or consult a qualified professional before making any decisions.